Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today let's do a Wounded Waters HLC 6 Branch 1 double. So this is a kind of a tricky double, mainly because it has, Livestock 6 is a adversary that is all about its towns. It's gonna escalate a lot of towns and build a lot of towns. And France LC is very relevant if it pairs with HLC. And more than that, France has a special rule for doubles, which is the higher the difficulty is, the more town count it allows. So really, France level 1 paired with Livestock 6 has less town count than actually 6-6, like double sixes. So this is a very tricky matchup just because you need to keep a very close eye to the town count. But it's still very doable, especially for Wounded Waters, because it can deal with like towns very easily. But it's still a bit of RNG involved. Basically, we don't want to see too many ad events. It's better for us to, never um, let this land 5 or land 6 come with turn 1. I mean, if they come turn 1, it's still playable, but we need to be much more careful with the town count. We might need to deliberately go blighted to not escalate more towns if these two lands show up on turn 1. I can't guarantee 100% win rate, but I'll try my best with this game. So yeah, we do the initial explore is sands. Okay, it's already becoming tricky, but at least there's one thing we can be happy about, which is land 8 is like pocketed. Okay, so sands coming up on turn 1. All right, we start with drafting a miner. And let's do Carapace. It's an animal defense, which we don't really like, but we can't really be too particular about a defense. I'm gonna play Corrupted Blood on turn 1, killing this dude. We move on to the event, double build in the sands, gather, and we explore into the mountains. Double explore on land 7, single explore on land 2, and we can do a 1 fear, 1 damage, killing off this dude and pushing the Han over to land 4. That's our first turn. And the second turn, we have to accept that this land 5 is going to be an LC. Because we need to spend our actions to somewhere else that have more text, and we have drought even. So, drought is actually pretty strong here. I mean, hmm. But drought really loses us the tempo. We also have blood draws predators, which could be relevant if we go roiling, but roiling could also be, kind of scuffed. Um, we probably still can take BDP, but I don't think we need to be committed to the animal path yet. And this land 3 can just let the Han and town trade. We don't really care. I think we are safe to just play Blood Waters on this turn because it's very proactive. Either Sands comes up or Mountains comes up back to back. We can just solve it with the blood draws. Culture A, come on. Actually, it's not that bad because it kills a town, which could be relevant. Reckless Offensive. I wish I could actually hit with the Reckless Offensive, but oh well. So we Ravage over here on the Sands. Beast attack deals 2 damage. Ravage here. Kill here. So we're still like town neutral. We don't really need to worry too much about it. And we explore into the wetland. Okay. So at least it's not a bad thing. At least it's not back-to-back sands or back-to-back mountains. And this land is not gonna be an LC, so we're still pretty chill. I think I still like to, block water over here on land 7, just in case some bad things happen. And we can use the water innate to push 2 dudes from land 6 to land 5 to basically let them die to beast the damage. So how are we doing with the town count? It's gonna build 1 and escalate 1. Actually, it's not gonna even escalate because, we're gonna go blighted, which is within the plan because we have to go blighted for us to, don't lose to town count. And going blighted sucks, I know, but there's nothing really we can do. So even though we drafted BDP, I still like to go animal path. This might be a mistake, but um, it might not. So we have time to grab light from 3 to 4, which is pretty good because we can, have enough choice for our escalation later, which could be relevant. And then we can do some draw. I think drawing this land 5 town to land 4 is pretty good. This is our draw. And Ethereal Conjunction. No, don't remove blight. I need the blight. Okay, I don't have 5 on water, huh? Okay, so we don't remove blight. Huge. And we can play a card immediately? That could be very relevant. Yeah, let's just play blood draws and discard all the cards. Such that we can, stop another town build for free, which is pretty strong. Disease doesn't prevent. Unfair perp, or with disease. Actually, if that was the case, I might just throw the disease somewhere else. But where to? Might just go to land 2 or something. Gather the town into a coastal land, no thank you. So, Mountain Ravage. That's Ravage. And the Border of Life and Death, we can just destroy this from land 8. And we don't have things to discard. And we just immediately go real blighted. Had a blight in a land adjacent to blight, sure, I can take it. Such that we have like blight on every inland land, and we are still healthy, miraculously. Okay, I'll take that. Build gathered, jungle explorer. Cool. And we don't have to escalate. And since we don't escalate, we're like very, tempo ahead. Not gonna lie. It looks like we have to taken too much blight, but trust me, this is the only way we can get stable with the town count. So we do the water innate one here. We can push. One of the towns is pushed into this wetland, and then we can just do rack for 2 here. But where to though? Okay, maybe we're supposed to push the town over here, and then we just rack it. Oh, I see the issue. I can't really push it elsewhere. But I guess it's okay. We can still push the town over here. And this dude can be like chain push over the 6. So land 1 might take a blight if we don't solve all the problems. We still have the carapace land, so we're gonna be okay. And we're kind of chill with the town count. It's gonna build 2 and then reminder card 3. So we need to be careful to not lose the town count. We can reclaim for sure. I'm drafting another minor. Constancy is pretty good, but I doubt if we have enough actions to play it. First Cry might be actually relevant. And these are very, animal path cards. We can forget a card to not lose more presence, and we can play Carapist plus wrapping another water. Actually, it's not true. Maybe we need to do this, wrapping another animal. Actually, it's also not true. I think. Because I need to play draw 100% to not die. Hmm, the other choices. Let's see. Well, maybe just do rack. Do the same thing and then but I do really want to switch to animal path. Maybe you don't. We'll see. Maybe you don't. Because I think tempo is just more important for us. We can gather a town, gathering this town into land 4. We can grab with light to land 1, such that, actually I can't. It's gonna, light cascade. Grab a, maybe, let's just put it down over here. Put it light over here. Surely the beast damage is gonna solve it. Secret Sound of Threat, Beast Fear, 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 Fear. At least for the Han, pass. Add a strike. Oh, huge. Okay. Wetland Ravage, Jungle Filled, and we gather the remaining towns and we explore into the mountains. And we go for the reminder card. Anything but this land 4 can be escalated into, we just escalate the town over here, escalate the town over here, and probably can escalate the town to land 7. Maybe not, too risky. So we have a water innate, 1 fear, can push them over here, push a dude, push a Dahan, downgrade 2 of them. And we can rack, 2 fear, do the same thing again, downgrade 1 of them. So this jungle is solved, and next turn we can probably just do a fast innate here or something with the Carapist. We are gonna be good. G3, bottom track, playing Carapist, going for the water path, playing BDP, playing UCB probably, and we can grow to here and here, grabbing Blight finally to land 1. And first of all, let's do Corrupted Blood over here for 1 damage. And then BDP box over here, add a beast, another damage. And then we can use Right and A to gather the Han, downgrade the town, defend 3, and then paired with the Carapist is going to defend for 6. 6 damage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It might be HKC, but we just need to trust. Event Provincial Siege. Does that fuck us over? I think not. Push from beasts. Sure, maybe. Gather the Han into land. Sure. How many the Han we can gather? Replace a town with 2 dudes. Ooh, that's pretty spicy. Maybe just replace this land 1 town for 1 fear. The Jungle Ravagers kills everything. Actually, not everything, but close to everything. Mountain build. Gather. Gather. Explore sands. No, escalate. And we're gonna move on to stage 3. Push, push, downgrade 1 of them, stop build. Then next turn, probably just do the animal or do the water innate to land 2. Okay. Reclaim. Draft another minor card. And you can grab another defense. Playing defense. Playing rack. Playing a random water card. I need a plan, so I'll probably go this. So gather the Han over here. Make the Han defense 3, downgrade, add a beast. Then we can do elusive for more defense 7. And then we can draw, gathering town from land 7 into land 4. And we can grab the blight from, 5 into 1 just because this land blight might be too much trouble. Event. Pull together. Ignore strive. Okay. Destroy 2 dudes among beasts. Sure. Oh, wait. What's this land ravaging? Was wasn't paying attention, but at least, here card solves this, so the result might be good. Mountain Ravage, and we are close to level 2, which is everything we need to win in this matchup. Rebuild, regather, explore, sands, wetland. Sands, wetland, double explore, single explore. And we need to escalate France, random, bottom terrain, which is wetland. We are gonna add a town to this land 6. Alrighty. We'll probably just do, rack, push, downgrade. Soaks one of the lands. And we need to do water innate. 1 fear. Push, downgrade. We're 1 fear off. We just need to hold it all for 1 more turn, which we're pretty sure we can do. G3, reclaim, draw, playing defend and draw, and probably BDP. Going here, going to land 8, using draw to gather a town, such that we don't double build town, and then we can use the water innate, gather 2 Dahan, downgrade 1, defend 3, then Sharpest, defense 6, then we do BDP to, I don't know, it doesn't really do too much, just for the elements. Coastal towns multiply. Coastal land adjacent to coastal town. What coastal town? Destroy 2 dudes among beasts. Sure. Then BDP triggers. Destroy 2 more dudes. Add the Han to a land with the Han and no blight or disease. Luckily, we have a target for this. Remove a dude from land matching a Ravage card. Sure. Sands, Ravage. Sands, Wetland Field. No gather. Explore, Sands, Mountains. And we escalate on top terrain, which is sands. Okay. Well. And we finally have enough fear, so it's time for us to take the revenge. 1 fear, push down, push town, double downgrade. Time passes. Reclaim all. Draft in minor. Doesn't matter what we draft, but these are good drafts. Draw, rack, ADP. Use the pole right in H. Gather the Han. Make the Han. Downgrade. And we just win. Yay. So the game was still pretty tense, especially when it started with a sand, double town build. That makes the town count very tense. And the strategy I decided to make is to take speedrun Fight Flight. And it turned out that speedrun Fight Flight was pretty good at keeping town count under. I was surely very lucky to, have those 2 healthy land effects. Also very lucky to have this elusive on turn 1 trap, such that we can actually set up for a Dahan counter attack. Actually, did I? Don't remember. Maybe I did. Instead of a town counterattack, you lose one count because losing that one town count is very important for us. And then on turn three slow, once you are like fully activated, you just basically can. I mean, it's still not can't lose, but it's very favorable for you, right? Because you downgrade too many towns every turn, and there's basically no consequences for that. Oh, well, so thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.